This is Good Morning Kenya. Thank you for staying with us. And on our next conversation right now, we will be talking about giving back to the community. And joining me for that conversation is one Gideon Mwangi Gathemba. He is the co-founder, Gathemba Edwards Foundation. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
How are you doing this morning?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're well?
I'm well.
All right, let us begin by first getting to understand what the foundation is all about.
Gathemba Edwards Foundation is a foundation that myself and my co-founder, Miles Edwards from Scotland, we started way back in the year 2014 with objective of supporting less privilege in the society, that is mainly in education. Myself, professionally, I'm an athlete, and I met him as I attended one of the ceremony in his home city, Aberdeen. That is Aberdeen Sport Village. And from that day, we became good friends. And later, he visited me in Kenya. Lucky enough, we chanced to visit one of home that support less privileged children in Karatina. And that is where the idea of starting this organization or charitable organization started with 22 children.
Okay. What was the reason behind starting it? Like, what prompted you to get to start it now and have it based on that, like it is educational, you are supporting, you know, children go through their education?
Myself, I was born in a family of 7, and the way I was brought up, it was not well up. Going to school, used to walk for about 6 kilometers in the morning and then in the evening. And many other times that I was sent home because of lack of school fees. So that really steamed me when I was in a position to start this foundation, or when I met this friend of mine, because of the challenges that I went through when I was young. I was feeling like if I get a chance to support, I can just give back to the community. And that is what was pushing me and still pushing me until now. Yeah.
You mentioned you have 22 children that you're supporting, or the number has gone up since then?
Yeah, we started with 22. We got more people supporting. Now as we talk, we have over 600.
Wow.
And we are limited by resources. If we get more money, we can reach more. And we have more programs that go hand in hand with education. You know, for a child to achieve his or her dream, there are things that have to go hand in hand. They have to feed, they have to have good clothes, nice houses. We have all these programs, and even supporting them psychologically. That is, we do counseling to make sure that they do it well. If there is any challenge, we counsel them, we show them the way. Yeah.
What would you say are some of the pressing needs in the community right now?
The most pressing thing right now, as far as children are concerned, is school fees. Right now, being back to school day, you go to my office, there are so many people requesting for support. So the most challenging thing right now is school fees, because, okay, the government is doing nice things, supporting, but it is not enough. We need people to support more, or to support whatever government is doing. So if we can have more people having this kind of idea, the world would be a better place for us.
A better place to be in.
Yeah.
How do we go about making a lasting impact? You know, impact that is not just temporary.
The moment we educate a child, we change the whole world. Like now, I thank God so much because we started with 22, And some of them have graduated and they are working. We have produced doctors, we have produced technicians, people who are now building our country, who are able to rely on themselves. So if you educate one child, then you change the whole world for the better.
Yeah. And also, you know, with giving back to the community, it's not for everyone, I would say. You know, not everyone can take that mantle upon themselves and say that, you know, I want to start something that will be able to give back to maybe the community that raised me or the community that is around me. What would you say drives you?
Say again?
What drives you to keep doing this?
Giving is something that is in person. Myself, I was supported also by the community because my parents were not well up and they could not, they would not be able to support me to the level that I would wish. But I was supported by members of community. So I also have to give back, to appreciate. And the only way that I can appreciate is by holding somebody's hand. I educate, I show the way. And it is my joy to see that I hold somebody's hand from the lowest level to the highest. So it is my joy to see that I support, I show direction. I make somebody from a nobody, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. And as you mentioned, you have around 600 students that you are supporting, you know, from the foundation. Maybe how do you go about picking who is to be part of this initiative?
Being a founder, I'm also a church member. I attend a church in my hometown. So I meet so many people in the church. I also work hand in hand with the administrators, that is chiefs, assistant chiefs, village elders. So they bring the cases because they are the people who are in contact with people in the villages and they know the needed people. So when they bring the case to our attention, we go on ground. We do our assessment. If we are satisfied, then we start the journey.
So you work with churches, you work
churches,
with
teachers, and administrations
as well. What's the importance of having such foundations, or generally just what's the importance of giving back to the community?
As I said earlier, when we educate a child, we change the entire society for the better. And because right now, if you educate a child and he or she become a doctor, they'll be saving lives in the hospitals. If they become, if one become a teacher, they will be equipping children as far as knowledge is concerned. So everyone can become a world changer by contributing or doing just something a little. And it is not necessary that you give so much. Just a little thing that can make a difference. Once we combine the effort, 10 shillings, 20 shillings, you buy a book, you buy a piece of a book, a pencil, rubber, it make a difference. Where's
the best place to start? You know, for someone who maybe has been having that dream, or it's part of their goal to maybe start up something that would be helpful to the community, not just in education, but maybe in one way or the other, maybe help with sanitation and all that. Probably, how would you advise one to start?
Myself, I can say that starting this foundation was godly, because it is something that I had not planned. Throughout my career, I met Miles Edward, my co-founder. We visited Karatina. So it is not something that I was planning. It is something that is godly. And I can say that if something is godly, it will expand. It will have no boundaries. So because I did not have plan, but it came in me, I started it, and it is expanding in a godly way. So I cannot explain how I can.
How to start.
I cannot advise somebody how to start, because this came in me in a godly way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't really give the steps on how to go about,
I
maybe starting up a foundation that is giving back or something of the sort.
Yeah, maybe I can only advise depending on what person want to start. I can advise, but I cannot tell you this is the way to go. Yeah.
So you're saying if you have the vision and you just start?
Yeah. You just start, and
Yeah.
even the Bible says that you write your vision in big number. So if you have any vision, you are not limited by anything. You just go on, start. God will give you direction. Yeah.
Okay. And what would you say are some of the challenges maybe that face such foundations or organizations that give back to the society?
There are a lot of challenges. One, financial challenges. Right now in my waiting list, I have so many people who are requesting for support, but because of limited sponsors or people who support us, we are not able to reach to the number that we would wish.
Yeah.
If we can have more people supporting us, then we'll be in a position to reach out more. So financial challenges is one of the biggest, I can say, challenges that we have. Number two, many other times that, we are dealing with the youth, and they also have their challenges.
Yeah.
We need to keep monitoring them, keep showing them the way, keep advising them, and for that matter, we have that department that deals with counseling. And we have seen it work. Initially, we used to support, sometimes you can support, you give your hand, but because of the pressure of the youth, they go out of the way. And we even had some of them dropping out of the school, and it's a challenge to the youth, we understand. So there are things that we have done, we have come together and we have advised and we have seen it work. Number three, we also have parents who don't understand that we are there to support or we are supporting them. They think that it is their right, or they think because we have donors from abroad, we have a lot of money, we can support them with everything that they need, forgetting that we're there to support them. We're there to support their kids in education, and we are getting support from people. So they end up forgetting. So they relax. That is as far as their responsibilities are concerned. So they leave everything to us, and that have been a big challenge, I can say, among the challenges that we have.
Yeah, and how do you deal with such challenges now?
As I mentioned, we have that department that do counseling from parent, from also the beneficiaries themselves, that is the children. And we thank God so much because we have people who have been volunteering, professional counselors. They come, they say, we are going to offer 3 hours in a day, that is in a week. And in case you have any case that would need our attention, please let us know. We are going to offer ourselves. And that is how we have been tackling the issue.
Yeah. And maybe what more should be done in order to support such initiatives, and maybe who would you call upon to come on board?
As I mentioned earlier, we have a lot of programs that would need support so that this vision grow or expand further. We have people who don't have a place that they can call home. And for that matter, we came up with the ideas of building villages or a place that they can call home. And we have managed to build to buy our own plot. One is in A10, Elgeyo Marakwet. The other one is in Nyeri County. The other one, the latest one, is in Kirinyaga. So we have been building houses for the families that don't have a place that they can call home. And we have brought smile in their faces. Because imagine you don't have money to pay rent, you don't have a place to call home, you are worried where you will go tomorrow, and you have kids. So we have managed to build several villages. So and to build a house, you know, you need iron sheet, you need cement, you need all these stuffs. So in case we have anyone who would, or anyone who can be in a position to build a house, we don't build houses that cost a lot of money. We build and we equip the houses with furnitures and all that. So somebody may ask how they can chip in. If they have, anyone would have iron sheet, a kilogram of nails, a bag of cement, things like that, solar panels, because for the areas that we have the villages, the easiest or the cheapest way to manage, we do solar panels to light the houses. So there are many ways that people can chip in.
Do you feel like we have enough of such initiatives around? You know, for yours, you're dealing with around 600 children. I'm sure there are many, many more who need that kind of help. From your perspective, and since you deal with the community, do you feel we have enough of such initiatives?
It is not enough. I can say, for sure I can say it is not enough. If we could have more people coming up with these kind of ideas, we will make the world a better place, as I said in the beginning. So it is not enough, to be honest. We need people to come on board, because we know, or we, in the villages, we have seen people or children walking to school with barefooted. We have seen children going to school, they don't take breakfast. They don't take, even in the evening when they come back home, they don't know, the parents don't know where they will get food for the kids from. They go to bed without food. And it is a big challenge. So if we have people who can volunteer, especially to public primary schools, that is why we have a lot of challenges. People come to school, they have not taken breakfast. They don't know where, or parents are not in a position to pay for the lunches if it's there. And it's challenging. Even uniforms, it's a big challenge. So we need people coming and support these kind of ideas. If you're there, you can support the school that you think is going a lot of challenges. You can feed a child or two, and then God will bless you. Imagine a young kid, 8, 10 years, going to school without breakfast, and there is somebody somewhere in his or her store. There's a lot of food. We need to be to have that big heart. You know, when you feed a child for a day or two, surely you will open doors for your blessings.
For sure. So maybe as we come to an end of this conversation, what impact would you say it has made so far?
I can say that we have, there's a lot of impact, because we have some of our beneficiaries who are working. We have a doctor, we have one of our boy who we educated is now working in Kerugoya as a doctor, and we feel so much proud of that.
And you started educating this boy from around what age?
From class 6.
From class 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm proud of that, you know, to hold somebody's hand, and by the end of the day, he or she become a doctor. And we have many other achievements that we can say. So I can say that we are proud of what we are doing, and we look even forward to doing more.
Yeah. Maybe what other success stories would you love to tell us about?
Because it was born, the foundation idea was born as a true athlete. Myself and my co-founder, Miles Edward, met. I can advise the parent to show their kid the way, especially now that we have CBC system that is in education. Myself, I was supported by my parent because of that talent. And I managed to go all the way internationally because of their support. So for the parent, if they realize that their kids have a talent, it's good they support the talent. They never know. It might be of benefit in the future. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Mr. Gathemba, thank you so much for joining us and for talking to us about giving back to the society. Maybe your last remarks?
I would call upon Kenyans to come up with this idea to make Kenya a better place, and mostly to support in education and anything that can add value in somebody's life. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us. That was Mr. Gideon Mwangi Gathemba, who is the co-founder of Gathemba Edwards Foundation, and we were talking about giving back to the community. And one thing I've taken from him, you can, as long as you have the resources, if you are able to pick someone, a person or two, just pick a hand or two to help and support, you would make the world a better place to live in. This is where we end this particular conversation, but don't you go too far. Good Morning Kenya gets to continue in a bit.